today's reading. You can probably guess by the title what this is about, but this is for pretty much any situation, whether it's a project you're working on, a job, a relationship. Think about that situation and then choose a pile. For this one, it's probably best to choose one or the other rather than both, but if somehow you feel drawn to both, then feel free to do that. So you have numbers, pile number 1 with the clear quartz, and number 2 with the rose quartz. Starting number 1 in just a few moments. Alright, pile number 1 with the clear quartz here. Okay, so with the Hooded Man in reverse, this is equivalent to the Hermit card. Usually the Hermit card in reverse talks about isolation and feeling withdrawn. I'm not just talking about the current situation that we're in. This is more about the situation that has left you feeling this way. I feel like you guys are already looking at other options, or even looking at other options to leave. This is saying to get a new perspective. So, you might be kind of close to giving up or close to finding other options, but this is really saying look at what's around you. You may be just looking at what's right in front of you. Usually hawks and other birds of prey have really good eyesight. They're able to see their surrounding, but you're kind of in the reverse energy there, where you're just seeing kind of what's in front of you rather than gathering different perspectives. This again, the generosity card in reverse, is saying to slow down. For some of you, it's saying to really appreciate what's around you, like what this card is saying. Maybe you're taking some things for granted. Maybe you're just not paying attention to the positives. You're focusing more on what's going wrong. For others of you, this is more about letting go of something, but the thing that you have to let go may not be the situation. There may be something else that's holding you down, but it may not be the situation itself. It might be something else that you're not really dealing with properly. So for affirmations, I am my own validation. I am my own healer. I choose to realign with my true loving essence and allow heavy energy to move through me. I am ever expanding radiance. So you have to know what you want. You have to be willing to be yourself. You have to be authentic. Some of you may be a little bit too dependent on the opinions of other people, but you have to let that go and focus on what you like. So that was pile number 1. Move on to pile number 2. Alright, number 2, you guys chose the rose quartz there. So with the jealousy card in reverse, I feel like this is saying that you don't exactly feel fulfilled here. Maybe this isn't really bringing you a lot of passion, or you're just not really feeling it here. It may not be what you want to do deep down. So these two together are pretty much saying to take that leap of faith. So the horse, I usually see this as someone who's just going for what they want. And of course, this is equivalent to the Fool's card, which is about taking that leap of faith. But before you just jump on and make that decision, there is power in patience. I have all the time I need. So, this is pretty much saying to know what you want first and then go for it, rather than just making that impulse decision to just quit everything and just leave. I don't need to have all the answers. My heart knows the way, and I am a vessel through which divine creativity flows. So, again, you don't have to make that rash decision. You don't have to be impulsive about it. Don't worry about. So this is also saying don't worry about doing things in a very specific way. For example, if you saw one person did something, or one person reached a goal by doing something this way, you don't have to do exactly like them. If you feel drawn to something, if you feel like something is calling out to you and you want to do that, go ahead and do that. If you feel like it's the right decision for you. Just because someone else didn't make that decision, or someone else hasn't made that, or someone else didn't go in that direction, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go in that direction. Do what feels right for you. Just don't get stuck into the details or the specifics of how to get from point A to point B or point A to point C. Yeah, so that was pile number 2. Just to pretty much sum it all up, go ahead and take the leap of faith if you feel like that's the right decision or the right call for you. Don't act impulsive, don't be just rash about it, and don't worry about the specifics.